This week on the go, and I forgot my microphone, so I hope that you can actually hear me through this thingy. But I am on a little getaway vacation thing for my mom, and because I took time off my daytime job, I kind of decided to do like a little writing retreat. We just had breakfast at our hotel, and we are heading to a coffee shop where I'm gonna sit down, do some admin stuff that I need to do, and then get to outlining this project, which I've been waiting for so long, and I'm so excited. So I'm gonna take you with me. So it's been a couple of hours. I did like 3 hours of work at the coffee shop. Not all of it has been outlining the project, but I did work on figuring out some of the the plot beats for actually present timeline for the MMC's point of view. And I do have like the ending of the book and how it ends rather than the middle. So I have the start and an end, and then I still need to figure out a lot of like the fun and game beats as well as bad guys close in. I did nail down the midpoint, I think, but I'll need to sit on it and like figure out how that works. Well, yeah, and I already kind of like have a little bit of a conflict on like what I want to do in the second book, so that's good because it's a duology. We have fogato, some donuts, and I'm gonna chill and probably draft a little bit more tomorrow. Welcome to the writing update from my hotel room. I haven't had enough time actually to sit down and work properly on outlining this project. However, I had some time to think about it. I don't know, like I had some other things to take care of. For example, picking a voice actor for the audiobook, which is so exciting, but more on that in another video. Right now, I will have 30 minutes of uninterrupted time to sit down and work on some outlining. I actually realized that I have an issue with the present timeline and specifically with the present POV if I was gonna write it from MMC perspective, because here's the thing, he has amnesia. He is the High General of the Dark King. He is a villain. I thought it's gonna be more fun. I feel like it offers a little bit more than just like reading about FMC being tortured in a dungeon. However, while I was like thinking about it, I was like, but what is his motivation? You know, because like he needs to have some sort of motivation, and the way I figured out at first, I feel like he's not really motivated because he's the villain. However, he hates the king that he serves, right? So like, why would he go and torture her? Because the king he hates told him to. So I kind of need to figure out motivation, what would drive him forward, and what would be his goal in the present timeline. Otherwise, it's not going to make sense. So yeah, and I'm still sticking with the idea of writing from his POV in the present because I do think there's a little bit more to say. Writing both timelines from FMC's perspective would be much easier. For me, like right now, it calls to write the present in his POV. So I need to figure out what would be his motivation, what would be his goal, and how that ties in into the plot, so I can then have like a more cohesive story. The past timeline I have, I know what I want to say. I know how I want to say it. I feel like it's so exciting. Like I'm so obsessed with that. Present timeline, oof, man, we have a lot to figure out. This project turned out to be a little bit harder than I expected. It's supposed to be like a easy palette cleanser, but this palette cleanser is turning to be a challenge, which actually I like. I like the fact that it's a challenge, but we can actually work. I can have fun with it, you know? It's an experiment. So